Make better documents. In this series, we'll take a look at some documents. We will look at 3 good things about a document and 3 things that could be better.
So today we're going to look at a DL flyer. The first thing that's really good about this is they've put all of the industry accreditations and recommendations. If you have an industry where it's super important to show people that you are licensed and you're accredited and you're approved and you're registered and all of that, then you should really put that on any information brochures, because some people will specifically look for those, and by leaving them out, it might suggest to the viewer that you don't have these. So very important to put any accreditations and that kind of thing onto your information brochures. Something else that's really good about this document is they're really pushing that they are local. And as we know, buying local is just great for the economy. So they've explained that they're local in a few ways by listing their exact location many times, but they've also included a map. The other thing that's really good about this document that I want to mention is they've actually been incredibly concise. There is a lot of information on here, but where possible, they've kept the sentences nice and short, and they've put in many different pieces of information, but again, where possible, they've kept it incredibly short. Because the content is so concise, it doesn't look like that this is a cluttered document, despite the fact that there is a lot of information on here. So something that I think that could be better is probably a bit nitpicky for me, but it says here many times that they have 2 centers. It says centers up here, it says centers down here, it says that they have a choice of locations, and they've actually listed their 2 addresses. But here on the map, they've only put the location of one of them, even though they're both really close to each other according to the address. I think a way that they could have shown that it's specifically 2 locations is to just break this box up into being 2 different boxes. Something else that I think could be better is to do with the hierarchy on the front of this flyer, because the phone number is just sitting here. It's very out of context. It looks a bit odd. So I think that instead they could have had the question first and then the piece of content followed by the phone number, which in that case would have then been a call to action. Whereas at the moment, the question followed by the phone number is just a little strange. When you read this content and you find that the box of information here is answering the question there. And finally, something else that could be better, and I'm always going to say this, is bullet points should not be centered.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description is information about how to come to one of our online group workshops, how to hire me to design all of your workshop materials, as well as a link to quick online courses. Making the world a more beautiful place, one document at a time.